So let's practice finding x-intercepts. So the example I have, right, we have f of x equals x squared minus 9 over x squared plus 18x. Just switch colors on me. Okay, iPad. Plus 80. I'm going to make that smaller for a second just to give us more space. Right, so the first thing we want to do is factor. Right, so the top is pretty easy to factor, right? We want to multiply to negative 9 and add to 0 because we're missing x's. That's negative 3 and positive 3. So we get x plus 3 and x minus 3. Right, and the only reason I'm factoring is because I want to make sure that nothing cancels. Okay, so then we have x squared plus 18x plus 80. So multiply to 80, add to 18. Okay, that's 10 and 8. So we get x plus 10, x plus 8. Right, so we just wanted to do that to make sure that we didn't cancel anything. And then to find our x-intercepts, right, we're going to set the top equal to 0. So we're going to set both parts of the top equal to 0. So that's going to give us x is negative 3 and x is positive 3. And then we're going to write them as coordinate pairs. So we get the x coordinates and then the y coordinates are 0. So I'm going to change my answer here to there are 2 x-intercepts, and then parentheses, make this a little bigger here so I can type it a little easier. We got negative 3 comma 0, parentheses, and parentheses 3 comma 0. Submit. There we go. Right, if I wanted to do another problem real fast, right, which we could do this one as well. F of x equals x squared plus 15x plus 50 over 3x minus 12. Right, so if we go ahead and factor, the denominator is probably easier to start with here. They have a GCF of 3, so we'll get x minus 4 left over. And then in the top, I want to multiply to 50 and add to 15, so it's going to be 5 and 10. So I get x plus 5 times x plus 10. And then for our x-intercepts, we're just going to set the top equal to 0. So those two groups get set equal to 0. So I get negative 10 and negative 5. And then I'm going to write them as coordinate pairs. So negative 5, 0 and negative 10, 0. So again, I'm going to change this to saying there are 2 x-intercepts, and then I'm just going to type my answers in.